Okay, well, this little collection of interesting items is a recent eBay purchase, and it is in fact a Computar PSM 012 service monitor, and it's actually come with a whole load of stuff. This is the original. It runs off a rechargeable battery. This is the original battery pack, but given the fact that the plug's been cut off, I'm fairly certain that no longer works. However, this one, which has been made up to replace it, this seems to work fine. I've measured the voltage on that. We've got 12 volts coming out of that. And it comes with the original manual, which is all very nice and good, and a Computar portable service monitor operating instructions, also excellent, and a very nice leather case. So let's take it out of the you can actually run it in the case. That top pops off like that, and then these two side pieces pop out, and they can be held in place by that strap, which is across the top. And there is a whole gap in the side of the case for the various controls. So it can be run in the case, but we'll take it out and have a look, because it's easy to see what's going on there. Okay, so here's the little beauty out of its case. As I said before, the controls are on the side. You've got power input, video in, takes a standard composite video signal, and you've got brightness contrast controls and the on-off switch. It's actually in pretty good condition. The case could do with a clean up, but well, the next thing to do is to see whether we can. It's got a 4-inch. That's a 4-inch CRT display. So the next thing we've got to do is see whether we can actually get a picture on it. Well, there you go. It's pretty good actually. The pictures are probably better than the actual camera can show it, but no, it's working superbly actually. I think what we need to do now is actually open it up and have a look inside, which I think we'll do next. Okay, so we've now got the case off, and as you can see, this is the CRT is here, so it's obviously projectional mirrored up onto the screen here. But what is also interesting is now the case is off, the actual chassis itself has a Sony Corporation label on it and a Sony part number, which is interesting because according to the instructions, Computar are made by, I'm not sure I'm pronouncing this right, but Shigeie Boyeki, that's the company. So they've obviously used a standard Sony chassis and boxed it up themselves. But yeah, interesting, tiny little tube. And also very small PCB underneath it with the main circuitry on. But yeah, fascinating little device. I think the next thing we'll need to do is try running a games console through it and see what that looks like. Okay, so this is Space Invaders on the Atari 7800. And it is amazingly playable. Again, I don't know how well this is going to come out on the camera. Scanning on the tube and everything is going to react with the camera, but it's actually very clear in actual reality, it's a very clear, very sharp picture. Obviously there's no sound with this monitor, it's literally just picture. Yeah, it's doable, and also a very useful bit of kit if you want to test, if you've gone somewhere to do some work on a bit of kit like a games console or a DVD player or something like that, and you need a something that will take a composite video input to test, and this would be ideal. Yeah, quite a useful bit of test kit to add to the collection of test kit that I've already got. So interesting to note that it is actually a Sony monitor. I was quite impressed with that. Sony being quite renowned for the quality of their CRT displays, as anyone that's got a PVM or BVM monitor will attest. Oh, look at that! Managed to clear the first screen. Amazing. That's about the limit of my Space Invaders ability. The first screen, unfortunately. But anyway, there you go. Space Invaders on the old Sony portable service monitor.